Hello there, home learners. It's wonderful Thursday. Hope you are having a fantastic day doing your home learning. And we're going to carry on with our English learning on Moana. And last week we worked on adjectives. Today we're going to move on to something new. So let's begin. Here's our learning objective, and there's the wonderful Moana asking you if you can identify verbs and if you can plan a sentence using a verb. Okay, so can I identify verbs? Can I plan a sentence using a verb? Here she says, you can find happiness right where you are, which is one of my favourite quotes from the film, and I thought I'd just put it there because we've been saying it all along in our learning at school as well, that we are happy where we are. It's about our attitude to learning, attitude to how we feel at home and at school and wherever we go. So make sure that you're feeling happy right where you are, because where you are, happiness follows with you, and that's what Moana believed. Okay? What I'd like you to do, it says here, let's hammer those verbs. Okay? I've got a link here and you should have it in your learning pack as well on the website. All you've got to do is click it, listen to the song, have a blast with your learning partners at home, and every time you hear a verb, I'd like you to use the special hammer, because that's what we do at Woodlands Park, or we hammer the verb. So you're going to hammer it onto the palm of your hand every time you hear a verb. But hang on, you're asking me, Mrs. Sweeney, what is a verb? Now, if we go back to our learning to the time when we were in school, we talked about verbs, and I know that most of you are probably shouting at the screen to tell me what it is, and I think you are absolutely right. A verb is a having, being, or doing word. It describes or it explains what a person is doing, what a person has, or how a person is feeling in the state of their in their state of being. So if we say Moana is sad, that's her state of being. She's feeling sad at the moment. So the is the verb in that sentence. Okay? And if we say Moana has long curly hair, has is the verb in that sentence. So it's a having, being, or doing word, where doings words are the actions that she might be doing, like walk, talk, speak, swim, touch. All of these are actions that are performed by your hands or your feet. Okay? So, now that we know what a verb is, off you go. Listen to this lovely song. It's one of my favourites from the film, and any verbs that you hear in it, I'd like you to hammer them. You can listen to it more than once, okay? And when you come back, we shall carry on. Now, in your learning packs, you should have had a character sheet, and you should have also had a sheet with lots of verbs in them, okay? Now you're going to choose a verb, and you're going to choose a character, and you are going to write a sentence. And before you do that, you're going to think about what you're going to write. So in order to do that, we want you to remember this lovely chart that we use in our English learning. And you've done this with me when you were in school. You've also done that a couple of weeks ago with Miss Pope when you were talking about writing sentences. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is think about your sentence. Once you've picked your verb and your character, you're going to think about it. Once you've thought about what you'd like to say, you're going to say it out loud. Okay, you might want to say it to your learning partner at home, your mummy or daddy, or whoever it is that's helping you with your learning. Then you're going to write it. And once you've done that, you're going to check it thoroughly to make sure that it is correct. Okay? Now I'm going to check in my bag that I've got here in front of me for a verb and a character, and then I'm going to write a sentence. Let's see how I get on. There we are. My verb is swims. Okay? I'm going to pick another one. My character. Lucky me. It's Moana. So, I'm going to write my sentence. I'm going to choose my favourite font, which is that one. And I'm going to write my sentence. I'm going to go Moana swims fast. Full stop. There we go. I've done it. I've done my sentence. I've done it. Hang on. What steps have I missed? I did think about it, but did I say it out loud? I didn't, did I? So I'm going to think about it. I'm going to say it. So I'm going to say Moana swims fast. And I'm going to write it, which I've done. Now I'm going to check it. Okay? I've got Moana swims fast. What am I forgetting? I can hear you saying it. Mr. Sweeney, it's the capital letter at the beginning. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my capital at the very start of my sentence. Not only because it's at the start of my sentence, but also because it is somebody's. That's right, it's somebody's name. It's a proper noun which needs a capital letter. I've got my finger space. I'm going to swap it. That's right. Hang on a minute. What have I done there? I've put my capital letter in the wrong place. I've got to check that. And I'm going to make sure I've got my f next to it. So it's the lowercase f and not the uppercase f. And I've got my sentence. I'm going to give myself a tick. So I've checked my sentence. I've thought about it. I've said it. I've written it. And I've talked about and I've checked it as well. Okay, so why don't you have a go at doing that with your learning partner at home? And before you do that, I want you to have a brain break. You might want to follow this link. You might want to do something else. It is up to you. You might want to do 20 sit-ups or 20 star jumps, or you might want to quickly go and grab a drink, or you might want to quickly go to the loo. It is up to you. Just have a little break and come back to carry on with your work. Now that you're back, all I want you to do is choose your verb, choose a character, and write your sentence. Remember to think it, say it, write it, check it. When you've done that, you are doing fantastic work for today. You are done, and we look forward to hearing from you. So until next time, bye bye.